Hello, Gemini. Thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Relationship first, single second, oracle cards come out as needed. Double card for Gemini. All right. And a face down card, for whatever reason. We'll find out as it goes in. I'm not even going to guess what it means until we get there. Now, these come together. What's the situation which seems to be affecting things, or it's the point of concern, I guess you would say. You're very happy, which is interesting because the 10 of Cups, that's a very happy time. That's also in your challenge position. I feel like you're very happy the way things are. Socially, I'm getting it seems good. But the Four of Pentacles is saying that you don't want that to change, which is causing some type of stagnation. And I'm getting the reason this is a challenge is because you're trying to keep things the way they are, you're happy, you're enjoying life, and your partner is trying to move something or change something. There's like a progression level here, I'm feeling, like a level up type feeling. The thing is, you're happy and comfortable the way it currently is. I don't feel like you're against change, it's just what's currently feeling good, like until you're like while you're still happy and enjoying it, it's kind of like, why change it now if it feels good? Like if it's enjoyable and things are going well, why change it? But your partner is ready to go up the next level. I feel like that's weird. My body does get more sensitive when I read, but it's kind of interesting, some of the things that happen. I feel like my lips are really sticky. I don't know why. I had coffee. Maybe that's why. It just came out like. Well, is that like, we're trying to say something with that? Because I really feel like I've never really noticed this before. My lips feel really sticky, and I'm feeling like when I'm holding this card with your partner, they're trying to move things forward, but like what would that mean? Like I feel like it's sticky. Like what would make that? I don't know. Maybe that's just I'm sticky, and that's just how it is. I don't know. I drink coffee all the time, so I'm like, why are my lips sticky now? It's weird. Maybe it means nothing. I'm like stuck on it though. I'm obsessing about it. Why am I obsessing about it here? Kind of like leaving an imprint, because I'm getting like the image of like a person when they have lipstick on, they leave an imprint on cups. And I'm getting your partner is kind of. Oh, so they're trying to sweet talk you into moving to the next level. That's what that was about? We couldn't. Okay, whatever. So your partner's sweet talking you. They're like trying to push me to the next card. Like your partner's trying to sweet talk you, being real nice to you, being really accommodating. However because I'm getting that's what this is, oddly enough. It's usually a card of charity, I get that. But I'm getting like they're sweet talking you. And they want to move things to the next level. And I feel like you're kind of resisting because you're happy, like, but things are so good where we are. Like, why change? Why do that now? There's so many other things we can do, and so many other things we can, like, manipulate or do different things with. Why change this when it's going well? So, but your partner seems very. I almost feel like the way they're coming at you, though, it's a little bit. It's very, like, schmoozing, very, like, being very lovey-dovey about it. Just come on, let's do it. I know you're not really wanting to just yet, but I'm telling you it's going to be even better. I know it's good now, but it'll be better. They're getting like their kissy schmoozy. I feel like I just what I'm getting. I think that's why I'm getting this sticky lips thing. Because they're just kind of like really trying to goad you into it. Like, oh, it'll be wonderful. Come on. I do feel like that works. The Fool card. I feel like this is on your side. And like you're like, all right. Maybe it will be better. It's good now. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe you're right. Maybe it'll be even more exciting. So I feel like you go in, you go with it. Now this is interesting because you go along with it. Your partner seems to do whatever it is, moving it to the next stage, to the next level, whatever that means to you. I'm getting your partner's like putting in that effort. And at this point where you're like agreeing to it, I feel like they were almost at that point anyway. Almost like they were going on with it. They can't really go on without you, but they were progressing things. Maybe not so much to your knowledge. And I feel like you agree to it and you realize like they've pretty much already done a lot of the research or whatever needs to be done. They're already there. Almost there. It's not quite finished, but it's like your acknowledgement allows them, or your acceptance gets them to go through the finishing pieces. I'm getting the meditation brings answers with this because you might want to put a little more thought into like what is your partner seeing as a long-term goal here, because I feel like your partner's excited and moving things forward because they already have thoughts about where they want to go with you. Like this seems to be like you might be looking in the realm of possibility, but they're looking in the realm of like they already have a goal about your relationship and where it's going to be. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I feel like you're living in the realm of possibility. Like we could do this, this could happen, that could happen. But they seem like they're goal oriented. They know where they want to be, and they're moving in that direction. And I feel like they're constantly like, I feel like that's another reason this card is coming up, the Eight of Pentacles. This level up is not the final. Like there's more they want to do. They're almost to that point. They're almost to that point that they want to get to. Like this isn't the last push forward. Okay. Now, your partner also has a couple interesting cards here too. In the spiritual spot, they have the Page of Swords, and where they're standing, it's the King of Swords. So I feel this is interesting. Your partner seems to be very motivated in pushing this forward, very communicative, very sly. I don't know how that comes across. Sly in the sense of like they're careful what they're saying. I'm telling you, they seem to have a goal in mind, and I don't feel like this level up is not the last. This is not the final destination. This is a checkpoint on the way to the final destination. And they're watching your reaction to this part. That's the page, the spiritual sense for them. They're watching how you're reacting. They're getting like a gauge for like when do I push forth the next piece? When do I keep this going? When do I go to the next level after this one? But the way they're communicating, they're just making sure like they don't push something forward that you're not ready for. It's like I don't know if it's like a house of cards where they're afraid they could blow it all out of, if they don't do it right, it could go fall. I could just say fall instead of the noises, but there you go. But if they get where they want to go, it's almost like they're gonna use a glue gun to stick all the cards together, and then like put it in a glass case. Like nobody can mess with my house of cards now. I'm gonna glue every piece together, and it's going to be protected. What a weird analogy. That's how they seem to be treating it, though. Let me do this one more time because like they're watching you. This is not the final destination. I'm getting that again. It's going. There's something else is the final destination. This is a step to it. They're very careful about they're not telling you exactly what their plans are, and I feel like you might have been like in the past not cool with what they might have wanted. You might, like for example, if it's marriage, or something, or like a property or moving or something like that, you may have been like, I don't want to do that, and they accepted that with air quotes, in the sense of like they just kind of agreed with you and like, all right, in the sense of like, and they thought to themselves, well, right now you're not cool with it, but you're gonna be because I'm going to work my magic, so you will be. and they're working towards that goal. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I feel like it's getting confusing. The farther I try to get into it, the more confusing it gets because I feel like there is an end goal they have, and they're very careful about what they tell you about, but they're watching to see how conducive you are with the end goal that they want. I feel like they brought this up before, not recently, maybe back in the beginning or a while back. It's been a while, and you said you weren't interested, and they were like, oh, okay. And it seemed like they dropped it, when in truth they've been still moving towards that same goal, but they've been trying to win you over or get you more conducive with it. They've been like pushing things forward. For example, if it was the move, like over time they've been, this house isn't going to do it, so we're going to have to go somewhere, or we're going to have to do upgrades. And then they're showing you like, oh, look at this house. Can you imagine if we had a house like this? Or like if you're visiting somebody who has a really beautiful house. Oh, wouldn't this nice? Can you imagine living over in this other area? What would that be like? I mean, I know we don't want to move, but can you imagine what that would be like? Like, I feel like little things like that are like just kind of brain teasing you, just for a playful thought is how they're playing it off. But they're literally getting you to open up to the thought of it is what they're doing. I feel like this gets more and more confusing the deeper I get into it. I don't feel like this is simple. Now, I'm going to let go of that because I think I'm starting to confuse myself with it, to tell you the truth. You might understand it better than I do, but I feel like they're communicating a certain way. They have an end goal in mind, and they're just watching and trying to get you more conducive with it. Maybe it makes more sense than I realize. Spiritually, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. I feel maybe you've already caught on to this. Which makes it kind of funny that I'm going over and over again. Because I feel like maybe you've caught on to this. And you're starting to like do what you can to like, alright, I see where they're going. I might do that. But if I'm going to do that, how do I want that done? And I feel like you're very carefully also, because you got the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. I feel like you already see this coming. And you're also realizing that, it's kind of going that way. You might, it looks, you're kind of getting to the point you're like, yeah, I'll probably do that. But the way this is going, I feel like I can play this a certain way so I can get what I want out of this too. Like I can make this optimal to my liking. And I feel like you're seeing this because I feel like you're looking at the situation like, if you just say, yeah, I'm good with it, let's do it, it'll go the way your partner kind of dictates. But if you kind of hold back and seem reluctant, I'm doing air quotes again, here we go. If you seem reluctant, your partner's more conducive with trying to win you over, so they're giving a lot more. They're letting you have what you want a lot more. Not totally. I feel like this works out to your benefit. I feel like you're playing this smart. I really do. Because it seems like it's kind of working out in a good way. Like you're getting what you want. You're getting used to you're getting used to the idea. So it seems like this is working out. Like I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles with Magician. Like you're molding this to what you want. And you're slowly moving towards it. You're getting more used to it, but you're also building it the way you want to, so it's cool with you. Now we have a face down card. What is this? Okay. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands was face down on your spiritual sense. I feel like this is going to, at some point, you're going to get kind of excited. And I feel like you're going to try to push it forward because you know where it's going. You know where it's going. I feel like you know where it's going. Really, I really do. When you're looking at this situation, like this level up, like you really are happy at this stage you're at. You really are. You're not really, currently you're not ready for it to move forward because I feel like you're looking at it like it's a domino effect. When you go up this next level, it's just it's going to take a life of its own, and before you know it, you're going to be at that destination. You're like, I'm enjoying where it is now. I don't want to rush it. I'm getting something about your partner getting you to move forward and schmoozing you kind of excites you. And I feel like you try to move forward quicker. I don't know, I feel like you get excited. But they're saying don't worry. Because I'm getting this, the Knight of Wands. Is this going for it? Yes. So you're going towards the destination faster. This was face down though, because I feel like this is a moment. Like a moment, and just getting excited about the situation. It's like as you're transitioning to this next level up, however that is for you, you're getting excited, and I feel like you're giving the okay for the destination. Because I just feel like you're having a moment where you're just excited, and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to do that. They're saying don't worry, because I feel like you do that, and then you're kind of worried about it. Where is this coming? Yes. All right. I feel like you go forward fast, and you give your okay, and you're standing in this spot of the High Priestess where you're kind of like, I do want it to go. I mean, if we're moving forward, might as well get to that destination. That's kind of the good side. The bad side is, oh boy, am I gonna lose footing here now? Am I gonna lose what I actually want? Some of what I want here, like, was this a smart thing for me to do? Because by giving the okay, did I lose my leverage? Did I lose my leverage? That's what you're worried about. You do want to do it. That's the good. Did I lose my leverage? That's the bad. So you're kind of standing in the place of the High Priestess. You really do want this to go forward, and you're ready. You are ready. But I feel like giving up your position of power there makes you nervous. And I'm getting this is what helps. I guess this is a helping thing, because you get the Nine of Swords with the listen to your intuition. I feel like you get excited, you give the go-ahead to go forward, you're worried, like this is one of the reasons you were reluctant anyway, the same thing, you didn't want to lose your leverage. And I'm getting you're worried that this is going to work out against you. I don't feel like it's going to though. Because I'm getting like your partner is very happy with this, and like you said you're ready to go forward, they're moving forward. But I'm getting there's compromises here. I feel like both sides are going to work out well. I'm getting your partners being fair about it. Because I'm seeing this on your side, you're like, I gave the go ahead, and now that I said I do it, that I put myself at a disadvantage. Your partner's coming at it like you gave the go ahead, and they kind of want to honor that, because they realize it wasn't easy to get you there. That's how they're viewing it. So they want to honor it and make you, and I feel like the way they're looking at it, your partner's looking at it in the sense of like, I have to make sure this works out fairly, because there's going to be more situations in the future like this. And they're looking at it like, if this goes all their way and you regret it, when things come up in the future that they want to do and maybe you're not on board with, you're more likely to say no and just not want to even try because of this situation. But if it goes your way, or at least half your way, you're more conducive. Like even things in the future, if originally you're like no, over time you may say yes, and then your partner can point back, see how well this worked out, and you didn't want to do that at first. So your partner is very conscious. Like they're not looking to like get one over on you, but they want half. Like they're gonna make a fair compromise on how it works out. They definitely don't want you to regret it in the long run. That's very important to them. But they definitely want to make sure they enjoy it just as much as you do. Good? Good. I feel like you're just worried like you lost your position of power, like you lost your leverage, and you're kind of subject to what your partner wants. Because I feel like that's a fear here. That your partner's just going to go ahead and do what they want, and you're going to end up with something you didn't want. I don't feel your partner viewing it that way. They're viewing it in the sense of like they want you to love it too, so that when other things in the future like this come up, they can point back to this situation and be like, remember you didn't want to do that? Look how good this turned out. Like it's going to be like a point of reference to get you to sympathize with what they want. So it's half and half. I feel like it comes out fair. You know what I mean? You get half of what you want, they get half of what they want. They want to enjoy it, and they want you to enjoy it too. So they're going to do their best to make sure you both enjoy it as much as possible. Good? Good. All right. Whew. All right, now let's do Gemini singles. Gemini singles. What am I doing with my cards here? There we go. Alright, messages for Gemini singles: empowering information to help them move forward in life the way they want to, get what they want out of a situation, help them see the truth in it, to empower them to make choices that move them in a way that makes life better for them and happier for them, whatever that means for the person or people watching. So I'm going to do some oracle cards, of course. Try to anyway. Sometimes they don't come out at all. I know I've done readings where they haven't, but I'm noticing here, for a love reading, I would say you have the best card on the table for a love reading. It is the Lover's card. It's in the overall energy. So it seems to be working to your favor here. I just wouldn't say this was a cut, dry, easy peasy situation. Alright. So, single Gemini. Alright, now when I'm looking at the past with the Six of Cups, you have an idea of what you're looking for. Now, I don't know if that makes sense in this sense, here we go, keep repeating words. Now, you know what you're looking for, because I'm saying this because I know some people just, they just don't. And whatever comes their way, they try to evaluate it best they can, and that's fine. I feel like what I'm saying with this is like you have a certain idea about the respect and how things match up. Like it doesn't feel like it's just about love, but it's important that it's there. Like having that connection, having that spark, very important, but also like having lives that match or can assimilate into each other to where life is happy and not like just you have love but you have discord. You want love and you want harmony. I hope that makes sense. Because you don't, if you fall for somebody but their life is a mess or their life coming in with your life is going to cause a lot of discord, I don't feel like that's what you want. And I know some people will go forward with that anyway, feeling it'll work out. I feel like you're looking at the situation like it has to already have a common line or it's just going to be a challenge constantly through the relationship. You want love and harmony. I'm kind of getting the two of those together. Now, somebody's coming. Are they coming towards you? No. Are you going towards them? Yes, you're going towards them. I'm feeling you're communicating with them. I'm getting a very sweet, nice conversation. Like I feel like you're very complimenting. I feel like you're very observant, and the other person likes this a lot. They feel like you're seeing who they are. You're listening to them. They feel appreciated. I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles after this because I feel like there's a conversation, and then it just seems to be like. How do I put this? It seems like it's building. It's building and, well, the Eight of Pentacles is a building block anyway. Like it doesn't seem like it's already there. Like I'm getting like there's working out of details. There's working out of how to do this, when to see each other, something like that. Like, we should go to this, and like I feel like there's kind of like I don't want to say if there's a dickering, but there's like an evening out of experiences in somehow. I don't understand what we're saying with that. Evening out of experiences. Like I'm seeing two people talk over coffee, and I'm not feeling like there's a very passionate exchange of emotions, but I'm feeling there's a very honest exchange of ideas. Like I feel like it's more talking here. I feel like it starts off with talking and there's more talking in the future, but I feel like it's not going to that physical, emotional level just yet. Is that correct? I think is that what we're saying? Because I'm seeing people talking like over coffee, and I'm feeling like there's two people who like each other very much, but they're not expressing how they feel in an emotional way. I'm feeling like it's being on the same page mentally and just going through a conversation, enjoying a conversation. I don't get like there's lovey-dovey talk, if that makes sense. More like ideas, throwing ideas back and forth. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? I just feel like there's a very good conversation here. And I feel like that's why it's the Eight of Pentacles. This is the building block to you're almost to that point where you're going to go into the next phase of being together. Being together. You get the yes with the Lover's card at the top. So I do feel like this is going to be a very powerful, engaging love affair. Like love affair, or like that means different things to different people. Just leave it for what it is. I feel like you'll know what that means for you. Like I feel like some people have love affairs that last their whole marriage. Other people have love affairs that last a few months. So they're coming forth with love affair. I feel like that'll make sense to you how that word resonates for you. Especially when I'm getting like there is this nervousness at the bottom. Because you're getting along with this person. And you're talking. And I feel like, are you getting along? Are you matching up intellectually? Yes. You're matched. So, like, I feel like that's another check on the list. Like, love, yes. You need love, you need harmony, but you need to get along in a mental capacity. You need somebody you can talk to and who understands how you talk and how you have a busy mind and they can keep up with that. So that's another very important thing to you. And I feel like that's clicking in. So I'm getting like, they're telling me like 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's like a song from the 70s, I'm going to say. Could have been the 80s. Meatloaf was the artist, if you're curious. I don't know if that's from the 80s. Could be from the 90s. It doesn't matter. Moving on. Yeah, I'm tapping it. What am I saying here? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So intellectually you're matching. The spark, matching. So you got 2. Now, where's the nervousness coming from? I feel like the nervousness is like, do lives match up? Do your lives match up? And I'm getting the first impulse here is like, you don't think they do. But the spark is there. They match you intellectually. You can have a good conversation. That's the thing about this. You get along really well. Mentally, you're on point. Yet you're seeing discord around this person. And that's the nervous energy. That's the 9 of Wands. You're just like, all right, we get along. Intellectually, I can keep a conversation with this person. I got that spark here. But what about all the other things going on here? Like, is this gonna work? Like, is this discord we have? Is that going to be the demise of the situation? Now, I am getting. You're taking some time to keep these talks going because you enjoy these talks. But in the fairly near future, this could be a couple weeks to a couple months. Because I'm getting this is kind of like where you're comfortable. But I feel like you get to a point where you're like, you know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And I feel like you're looking at it like, all right, I see the discord, but it doesn't mean this has to be a bad situation. Maybe it's just something that has to come together to like acclimate well, and then it'll be okay. Because I feel like you got the Fool card here with the in the near future saying you're going to give it a shot. You're like, you know what? Let's just try. Let's just do it. And the other person, at first, I don't feel like they're really sure this is a good idea. I'm getting the 7 of Swords. They're not sure this is going to work out either. They seem to be also in this state of thinking this could be a problem. That the 2 of your lives, even though you 2 get along as is, that your 2 lives coming together could be a problem. And I feel like they're also seeing that. They're not sure if they're ready to move forward. They're not sure if this is a good idea, to be honest with you. That's what I'm getting. The spark is there for them as well. They like they agree with you, but you're the one who seems to be optimistic before they are. Now, for this card, I'm getting that that's where they are, but I do see them getting closer to you. The situation seems a little burdened, though. You got the 10 of Wands here. I'm feeling like the 2 of you are trying to make it work out. You're trying to make it work out, and you're working at it. The both of you are making that effort to work it out. And I'm getting where that's going is like people around you, both sides, it seems like both sides are like, yeah, this is a good thing. I feel like other people around you like you together. The two of you seem to go well together. You're getting community support with the Three of Cups, helpful people. Well, like it's just doubling the same information to me. Like people are in agreement. Like this is a good relationship. People seem to be supportive on both sides. People definitely seem supportive on both sides. I feel like you both seem to understand certain things in each other's lives, and it seems like this is conducive. Your partner, now, are they? Now, they're feeling like they're. I'm getting your partner is kind of in that middle stage. People around you, both sides, are good with the situation. They're promoting it. They think it's a good thing. Your partner, I feel like, is talking and they don't know what to do in the sense of like, should this keep going forward? I feel like it's taking them a while to really trust the situation around them. Now, I feel like this is important. If this reading is hitting with you, this is important to know. Your partner's gonna still seem apprehensive. It's not you though, it's the people around them and the people they know well. They're getting the support and they're hearing the support. I don't feel like they're trusting it though. I feel like there's some nervousness on your partner side where they're thinking, well, your partner in the future, let's do that. When this becomes a partnership, when this becomes a relationship, they're worried that the people that they're telling them, yeah, it's a great idea, it's all good, are good with it to a point. And they're feeling like where it is now, people are like, yes, they're for it, it's great, yes, keep going, we think you should stay together, all the other good stuff. But they're also, your partner's thinking, your partner in the future when this happens, I hope that doesn't seem confusing because I know there's a single read currently. They're just worried that like if it goes forward another step, that might change. Or it goes forward so far and then all of a sudden that might change because the people around them are okay with it to a certain point. So there's some concern on your partner's side. It's going to take a while for them to move out of this because it's the Hanged Man. That's not a place people live. That's a place people stay for a little while for a visit and then they move on. So it's going to take your partner a while to like really understand what's happening here and just kind of like, I feel like your partner's going to start dropping hints about what they're thinking is going to happen with the relationship with you to the people around them to make sure that they're on point, that they're not going to start like changing their mind a certain way down the road. Like they're preparing the road ahead and they're preparing it around them and the people around them and then they're bringing it towards you. That's how it's going to go in the future. I feel like because they're worried about the people around them. They've been around them for a while. They don't want this quick left turn. They want to try to prepare it so that it's already a non-issue. That way when they come towards you with a change or something, they want to go forward with you in this relationship, this other side isn't going to be a problem. It's all about how you feel about it. You know what I mean? Like there's no third influence, trying to change the situation. They solve it or make it smooth with the people around them. Then they bring it to you. That way it's completely about you and how you feel about the change. The third party situation is a non-issue. Okay. That went on for a while. So if this reading hits for you, I feel like that's just so you understand why that's happening. Because your partner's worried about the people around them when this person becomes your partner, if this reading hits for you, clearly. Good? Good. All right, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.